Big Z Reviews. Squid Game is a new viral South Korean television show that just landed recently on Netflix. And it is an excellent show.
지금 이 자리에 계신 여러분들은 모두 감당할 수 없는 빚을 지고 삶의 벼랑 끝에 서 계신 분들입니다. 게임에 참가를 원하지 않는 분은 지금 말씀해 주시길 바랍니다.
There's something about Squid Game that really impresses me in that it kind of shows there can still be virality in today's internet. Because I feel like a lot of the old internet things that would go viral, it just can't go viral in the same way anymore, especially with YouTube. And something about the show that is completely original and incredibly well done, it can be a huge hit on Netflix. And it's something that has completely original. It's not based on a comic or a book, and it's subtitled or it's dubbed in English for so it can be so huge in America and I assume worldwide. And I think it really shows how good Netflix can be, in that this isn't one of their shows. It's something that they're I'm sure they bought the rights to it to send it around the world. But it's just, I love the idea of it because back in the day when I was young, there was especially more my brother was young too, there was especially with the Asian horror, when it was really amazing, and there's you would trade ripped DVDs of the movies, or you download them because you couldn't get them anywhere, and everyone would be talking about it, and you wanted to see them before before someone in America bought the rights to it and made their own shitty version of it. It happened all the time. And that this is this kind of, you get to experience the original and everyone gets to experience it. And I mean, I don't doubt they may do American version of this because it's so big. And it could be interesting, but I love that we all got to experience the original. And it is an excellent show. It's basically just, it's like a combination of Hunger Games and Hostel. I think and Fall Guys, the video game. That's those three combined, and you kind of have Squid Game. And the cast is excellent, especially Jung-jae as Song Gi-hun. He is, I think, the main guy you follow, and he is there's this, in the start of the show, you do not like him. He is a douchebag. And I love that, he's not a good guy. He's way in debt, and he's kind of shitty to his mom, and he's shitty to his kid, and he's shitty to his ex-wife. And he kind of gets in, someone comes up to him and says, "You play a game, and if I win, I get to slap you. If you win, you get a bunch of money." And it's and then he gives him an invite to this other game, and it turns out to be a Squid Game. And there's almost 500 people. I think he's 456 is his number. He's the last one. And there's this the idea of, it's so kind of cool that you're playing life and death games, but the games are child games. The first one is red light, green light, and pretty much everyone freaks out when they realize that, if you get caught on the red light, you don't just get kicked out of the game, you get shot with a sniper rifle. And it's oh, huh. And I love too that after that first game, they realize that, hey, there's in the thing we signed, we say if we all decide to end the games, we all go home. And they go home, and it's oh yeah, our lives are really shitty. Let's go back and play the game where we'll all probably die. And it's such an interesting way to do it. And it kind of shows that how, life can be really shitty. and they give it a chance, and like I don't know if people would actually do it, but they're offering a lot of money, and it's an interesting concept. And like there's the actual games, like some are like Korean specific, and then some are kind of more worldwide, I think, or like versions of them. And there's I like this. I love all the actors and all the interplay between them because like you kind of team up a little bit, and you go in against other people. You have like the gangster, you have the beautiful North Korean woman that like doesn't trust anyone but kind of joins their group, and you have like the guy's friend, childhood friend, who's like kind of an investment banker that embezzled a bunch of money, and you have this old guy that kind of that Song Gi-hun like takes a liking to and helps out, and like there's so much interesting interplay between all of them, and like there's this a lot of this great stuff here, a lot of interesting character development, and you spend a lot of time with them, and you get to see them all, and then you also have like there's all these guys in masks that run the place, and there's this like there's also this guy this cop that comes in because he's looking for his brother that's went missing, and he wants to try to find him, and he thinks he may have been in this game and may have been killed. So he kind of sneaks in to try to break the case on this like evil game, and you kind of get to see a little bit behind the scenes stuff too, and it's just all really excellent. The only thing I didn't love is that at a certain point, I'm not going to go into full spoilers, but at a certain point, like VIPs are brought in to watch the games, and this is where the Hostel comparison comes in. Because they're rich people are very generic. Like they have like a Chinese guy, and they have like a Russian guy, and they have like a couple American guys. One's like an oil baron that's secretly gay, and like they're a bit over the top, and a bit like would they be really that interested? I can see them betting, but coming all out here and watching it, like I don't know. I feel like they would have wanted to get more in on the murder instead of just watching it. Especially like the whole move. Like of course the show has played Squid Game, and that's like a Korean game kids would play. And so at one point they're gonna play the Squid Game, and it's like and you think that I guess these guys haven't been watching much. I don't know if they always play the Squid Game, but like they're like, so how's this game played? But like of course they have to explain it to the viewer if they don't know. But it's like, it's not that spectator friendly for these rich billionaires or whatever to like gamble on. Like it's not that much of a spectator sport. I mean, it's entertaining to watch as a show, but like as an actual real life murder sport, like none of the games are that interesting. Some are more interesting than others, but like when some of the best episodes, the games that like are more about friendship and betrayal and stuff like that, like some of the most interesting as a TV show, are probably the most unwatchable if you're gambling on it and watching it as a VIP. Also, I think it's a little bit funny that none of the VIPs are Korean. But I guess like some of the people in charge are, you assume. But there's still a lot here to love, and it's really climatic and really thrilling and violent, and it's an excellent show that I would highly recommend. Personally, I watched the dub just because I wasn't in the mood to watch I like watching the straight subtitles and hearing the Korean, but like in some stuff you have to pay more attention to it, and I wasn't sure when I started out whether I like it or not. But I think it would be cool if I can watch it again and then switch to that, Also, the only other thing I didn't love, again, not to spoil, but it's more of something that there wasn't. Like, I just expected it to be something bigger going on, like, within the game, something weirder. And I think in the end, it's not that, and that's fine, because but at the same time, like, when there are reveals and stuff, but but I kept waiting for there to be a bigger reveal. And I think there could possibly be something, but I think they kind of they wanted to set up a little bit of they could maybe do a sequel or a second season. But for all that, I loved it. It's a really excellent show, and I think it's really cool that Netflix can do something so viral about something so original. I'd probably give it like a 9.25 out of 10. I highly recommend it. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.